Greetings, Pastor Michael. Today is January 14th, and I have for us to share a reading from Narcotics Anonymous, just for today, Loving God. Now, the topic of this reading today and discussion that will follow is all about step 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over the care of God as we understood Him. So, I've been looking forward to this reading and this discussion on this topic today. Let's get to the reading. Loving God. Our understanding of a higher power is up to us. The only suggested guidelines are that this power be loving, caring, and greater than ourselves. This is found on page 14. As we go on with the reading, it derives from basic text, page 24. We are told that we can believe in any kind of higher power we want as long as it is loving, and of course greater than ourselves. Some of us, though, have trouble with these requirements. We either believe in nothing but ourselves, or we believe that anything could be called God could only be cold-hearted and unreasonable, sending us bad luck on a whim. Believing in a loving power is quite a leap for some of us, for many reasons. The thought of turning our will and our lives over to the care of something we think might hurt us is sure to fill us with reluctance. If we come into the program believing that God is judgmental and unforgiving, we must first overcome those beliefs before we can be truly comfortable with our third step. Our positive experiences in recovery can help us come to believe in a loving God of our own understanding. We are given relief from a disease that has afflicted us for a very long time. We find the guidance and support we need to develop a new way of life. We begin to experience a fullness of spirit where once there was only emptiness. These aspects of our recovery have their source in a loving God, not harsh, hateful. The more we experience recovery, the more we trust that loving higher power. Just for today, I will open my mind and my heart to believe that God is loving and trust my loving higher power to do for me what I cannot do for myself. For this reading, we give credit to Narcotics Anonymous World Services. We can't have a discussion about this reading today, Step 3, the Loving God, without reciting Narcotics Anonymous Step 3, which is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him. So let's go on to some of the high points of our discussion. One of the things that came up was the adage, let go and let God. For recovering addicts, the third step means letting go of the self-will that blocks them from being useful to themselves, to others, and their higher power. It is a type of spiritual surrender, giving up the need to try and control things outside of yourself. Both surrendering self-will and serving the community helps people in 12-step programs deepen their recovery. It allows them to be a positive role model for others struggling with the steps. And then one more time, we see the third step and its associated prayers are considered a first action step. Both step 1 and step 2 call for acceptance and reflection. Step 3, we will pray for recovering addicts making the decision to abandon what is beyond their control. Now, our music ministry has put together an appropriate song for step number 3, which is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him. One of the appropriate songs for this step is the Beatles' Let It Be. Now, in finding a rendition of the Beatles' Let It Be, what struck them, and also myself, as meaningful is a performance by Andrés Mack in the street in Dublin, Ireland. As a crowd gathers around, he performs Let It Be on his keyboard and in vocal. Our YouTube link for this can be found in our blog, spiritofpeace.us. Navigate to Spirit on the A's or put it in the search bar. Let go, let God. Step 3, Let It Be, Loving God, Andrés Mack, the Beatles. You'll arrive here, and you're welcome to navigate this way. Another means to find us is to go to our Facebook account, Spirit of Peace Church. Navigate over to the page Spirit on the A's and do the same, looking for today's topic. Now, if you're unable to make it to our video session here or one of our meetings in person, that's okay, because we want to hear from you. What you have to say is important to us. Please email us at the address minister@spiritofpeace.us. In the subject line, put Narcotics Anonymous or NA or any of those topics that we've been discussing today. And in the body of the email, write whatever it is that prompts you to communicate with us. We're looking forward to hearing from you, and we will get back to you as soon as we are able. We have found a step 3 prayer that's very appropriate. This version of the step 3 prayer uses a lot of Old English words like thee, thy. But don't let that slow you down or bother you, because it's still a meaningful prayer. It was found in a research on Narcotics Anonymous. God, I offer myself to thee to build with me and to do with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of myself, that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I will help with thy power, thy love, and thy way of life. May I do thy will always. Amen. It was enjoyable visiting with you today, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please take a moment to connect with us. And as you go through your day and practice step 3, as we do, always feel there's an open door to reach out to us. We're looking forward to hearing from you. And I hope that the practice of step 3 returns for you peace and joy, a measure of happiness, and some serenity before the sun sets on the day in your life. And may God bless you.